Did you know that losing just an hour of good sleep in midlife can raise your chances of heart disease more than adding 10 points to your cholesterol?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Today we're examining new evidence that the quality of your sleep after menopause may predict whether your heart stays strong or gradually weakens. I'm Ethan Foster, and over the next few minutes you'll hear why scientists now rank sound sleep alongside blood pressure and blood sugar as a key measure of cardiovascular health.
I'm Alara Sky. We'll detail how common issues like insomnia, short sleep, and frequent awakenings do more than leave you tired. They can set off a cascade that ends in hardened arteries, arrhythmias, or even premature death. Midlife women often tell us they wake at 3 a.m. drenched in sweat or lie awake until dawn. Research confirms the pattern. A majority of postmenopausal women report chronic sleep problems, and those complaints are not benign.
A recent longitudinal study tracked sleep patterns through menopause and found that women whose sleep steadily worsened faced a sharply higher risk of cardiovascular disease and all-cause mortality, independent of age, weight, smoking status, and exercise. Earlier investigations had hinted at the same danger. Persistent insomnia, habitual short sleep, and overall poor sleep quality during the menopausal transition predicted heart trouble 10 years later, even after adjusting for traditional risk factors.
That consistency tells us sleep isn't just a side effect of hormonal change. It is an independent driver of cardiovascular outcomes you can choose to modify. The mechanism starts with hormonal shifts. As progesterone drops, its calming influence on your nervous system fades, making restorative sleep harder to achieve and maintain.
Lower progesterone also reduces your ability to regulate body temperature, which is why night sweats jolt so many women awake in the early hours and keep core temperature from settling into the deep sleep range. If these disturbances repeat night after night, your sympathetic nervous system stays elevated and your blood vessels stiffen. Over time, blood pressure rises, inflammatory markers climb, and plaque builds silently.
Recognizing these links, researchers tested bioidentical progesterone in perimenopausal women and documented better sleep continuity and fewer night sweats, a direct demonstration that correcting the hormonal gap can restore deeper rest. Still, hormones are only part of the strategy. Practical steps that align circadian and thermoregulatory rhythms make an immediate difference and cost little or nothing.
First, get 10 to 15 minutes of natural sunlight within an hour of waking. Morning light stabilizes your internal clock and sharpens the nightly release of melatonin that signals time to sleep. Second, eliminate blue light after sunset by dimming screens or using dedicated filters. Artificial blue wavelengths delay melatonin, tricking your brain into believing it's still daytime and pushing sleep onset later.
Third, keep your bedroom cool, ideally between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. A cooler environment helps your core body temperature drop, a necessary cue for initiating deep, slow-wave sleep that repairs heart tissue. Fourth, identify and remove electromagnetic fields near your bed. Unplug routers, switch phones to airplane mode, and keep charging cables in another room. Many women notice fewer midnight awakenings once these sources are gone.
Fifth, support natural circadian rhythms by keeping consistent bed and wake times, even on weekends, and by eating your last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime to avoid nocturnal glucose spikes. Each of these actions is simple, yet together they create a sleep environment that mirrors conditions your biology expects: dark, cool, quiet, and free of unnecessary stimulation.
If you implement them and still log fewer than 7 hours of restorative sleep, track your symptoms. Are you waking to use the bathroom from hot flashes or from racing thoughts? Specific patterns point toward targeted solutions. For example, if persistent night sweats disrupt rest, discuss progesterone supplementation with a practitioner experienced in hormone balancing. Clinical trials show that correct dosing relieves vasomotor symptoms and improves overall sleep quality.
Should anxiety keep you alert, set a fixed wind-down routine. Dim lights, read physical pages, and practice diaphragmatic breathing for 5 minutes. Consistency trains your nervous system to shift from alert to calm on schedule. Remember that sleep duration and sleep quality both matter. 7 hours of fragmented rest may leave your cardiovascular system as stressed as 5 hours of continuous sleep.
Monitoring devices can help. Wearables that track heart rate variability and nighttime awakenings give objective feedback, letting you confirm whether adjustments are working before you feel the change subjectively. Over months, improved sleep lowers resting heart rate, stabilizes blood pressure, and reduces inflammatory markers, all strong predictors of longer, healthier life in postmenopausal women.
Here's today's challenge. Tonight, choose one action. Morning sunlight, blue light removal, a cooler bedroom, or EMF elimination, and commit to it for the next 7 nights. Log how often you wake and how refreshed you feel on rising. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.